How to blend a class. Put this Prezi together as a proposal. Working on a class blending. I think that some of the things we're going to discuss here and go through the Prezi kind of briefly, an overview of it, would be applicable to almost any class that one would want to try and take at least partially online. Class I'm going to talk about here and have specific examples about as far as the documents I've attached and some of the details we'll speak of is AEC 102 at Joliet Junior College. Construction materials and testing. Class, I think, perfectly capable of being blended and blended successfully. As we take classes that are from a traditional face-to-face that have some lab components and truly hands-on experiences, how do we keep and maintain those and make those experiences, in fact, just as vital, if not better, and also have some type of learning exchanges that are going to be online. So the blending of a class. It's not a matter of simply updating that syllabus. It's a matter of taking a little bit closer look at that class as a whole. What are the objectives? What are the student outcomes that we're really hoping to get? So as I propose to do this blending, and as anybody would want to blend any class or take a class perhaps online entirely, you want to have a thorough map of that class. Take a look at what resources, what type of communication plan, what type of assessments, what type of student engagement plans you have with the individual lessons, how they fold into this greater whole, and how you meet those objectives and student outcomes that you really want to hit at the end of the semester. I've done that and prepared that mapping for this proposed blending of AEC 102. And in that process, I have taken a look at how one's going to amend that communication plan, what type of different assessments you might want to put into place, and what type of online engagements, great resources you can pull off the internet, and have the students interact not just in a face-to-face nature, which will be in that traditional part of the class, but in this new modern blended online platform. Took a look at all those elements, and that really helps develop that mapping and understanding about how you're going to get from the start of the semester to that end and achieve those goals for the students. Blending of a class seems perhaps just simple. Update that syllabus, put a couple things online, and roll with your traditional face-to-face elements. But again, I think if I just left it to that type of chance, you'll probably miss out on some great opportunities. And maybe rather than having both of both worlds, you'd end up with maybe the difficulties of both. And we want to avoid it. We want to have a successful class here and really take best advantage of that instruction, that one-to-one and hands-on experience, and also be able to utilize a lot of those modern ideas coming in line that are just tremendous learning platforms and also reflective industry. What's going to be going on in the work world when students eventually move out of college and into their careers. So I've updated those documents as we go through the Prezi. I'll be referring to those in a general sense, but also provide them as Google Docs. So there's links to the specific documents we talked about. The course map, an assessment plan, communication plan, also a lesson plan, a model lesson plan, how we want to try and work both blended and face-to-face into the program. Beyond that, taking a little bit step further and looked at the end, also put a continuous improvement program into this. Obviously, the first time with a blended class, probably be a few hiccups, a few things that we said, well, probably could have done it a little bit better. Next time we get a chance, let's make sure we work that into the system. Don't want to leave that to chance, don't want to leave that to just a blank memory. Want to put some type of a structured plan into place. So I put a Deming cycle into the process as well. I'll be referring to that at the end. So the blending class. Proposed mapping. What elements of the class are we going to leave traditional, face-to-face? What are we going to take online? Those ones we're taking online, how are we going to orchestrate them? And how are they going to fold into those traditional lessons? Beyond that, what type of assessments we're going to be putting in place? Obviously, you don't have that face-to-face exchange. Modern assessments. Online, make sure that the students take most advantage of what we have, our resources here, and those experiences that we can have in that forum. Beyond that, looked at how that map is going to get us to that endpoint, and also throughout that semester, what type of feedback we're going to get both from the students and the instructor to help us improve this class into the future. So, quick Prezi, I wanted to go over those highlights in this Prezi. Have a couple documents, like I said, are attached that go into some more specific detail on how those things are going to be done in this proposal to blend that AEC 102 class. So, one, welcome your time, and I really thank this opportunity for you to look through this Prezi and looking forward to a chance to putting this into practice this coming semester with that AEC 100 class in a blended format. So thanks for your time. Take care, and at the end, if you got any questions, I've given my email contact, and feel free, send me a note, and we'll follow up from there. So thanks a lot.